Morning woodpeckers, so today we're looking at how to divide, and I've written up a word up here which is the inverse, because division is actually the inverse of multiplication, and that means it does the opposite thing. So when I divide, it's when I'm still counting in equal groups, but this time I don't know how many equal groups there are. So for example, I don't know how many groups of 3 there are in 18. It's the opposite. How would I write this as a division? That's the same thing as saying if I split 18 into groups of 3, how many will there be? So as you can see, this is how multiplication and division begin to connect. So this time, my answer is going to be 18, because when I divide, I already know the answer and know how many I have in total, but what I want to find out is how many groups are there. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it's the same thing as my 3 times table. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm going to stop there because I know that 18 is my total, but what I wanted to know was how many groups of 3 were there in 18. So let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there were 6 groups of 3 in 18. Let's look at a more tricky one this time, because you've got some much trickier calculations to solve. So let's have a look this time at 42 divided by 3. So in other words, I want to know how many 3's are there. So how many 3's are there in 42? So I know 42 is the number I want to get to, but I want to find out how many 3's there are. Now, when you come to a number like 42, this is where you need to know your knowledge of the 10 times table. So I know that 10 groups of 3 is 30. So rather than doing lots of little jumps, I'm going to do one big jump of 10 lots of 3, 10 groups of 3, all at once, which takes me straight to 30. That way I know I'll get there a lot quicker. Then I'm going to carry on counting in my groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, takes me to 33. 1, 2, 3, takes me to 36. And it's really important to write the 3 above the group as well, otherwise you'll get stuck at the end. 1, 2, 3, takes me to 39. 1, 2, 3, 40, 41, 42. And I'm going to stop there because I've got to 42 in groups of 3. So, how many groups of 3 did I have in 42? Let me have a look. So here I actually jumped 10 groups of 3 all at once. I jumped 10 groups of 3 all at once. So I've got 10 groups. Here I just had one group, so that's 11, 12, 13, 14. So there were 14 groups of 3 in 32. So when you're doing a bigger number, if it goes over 10 times that number, see if you can jump 10 groups all at once. I hope that makes sense. Let me know how you get on or if you get stuck. See you soon.